So hi, my name is Jessica Miranda, and if you guys can wave back at the camera, please. Thank you. And it's important about the menstrual cycle, and that's why I'm here today to provide you information about the topic. Now, as over the years, civilization has developed numerous ways to handle and better understand periods. Menstrual hygiene begins way into the ancient civilization, but not so much information can be provided as little documentation has been done over the periods. This can be because during that time, men were the ones writing down, and there was a lot of shame within religion. During the medieval times, women would go as far as hide their menstrual cycle, so they would wear tiny pouches around their necks, around their waists, filled with sweet-smelling herbs to get rid of the blood smell. Fast forward to the Victorian era in the late 1900s is when society started to realize that it was really unsanitary for women to start to bleed through their clothes, which brings forth the creation of both pads and tampons, both options that are highly used within today's time. So let me just give you guys a timeline about the items. Starting in 1998 is when the first disposable pad was invented, and also known as blister towels. Next, 1929 was when the first tampon was invented. In the late 1970s is when the first self-adhesive pads was brought out and can be attached into the underwear. And then tampons was developed first by the Egyptians, but it was actually the Japanese who actually used it for the menstrual cycle. Now, in an article in the history of tampons, as they weren't always used as for periods, states that the applicator tampon was invented by Dr. Earl in 1931 from Colorado, but it was actually from a woman. He got this inspiration by contacting his female friend who said to have stuck a sponge into her vagina to absorb. So then he created 2 cardboards with a removable cord. The non-applicator was formed by a German gynecologist named Judith Esser-Minfrey. So it's really fascinating how all these, for these centuries, they have been utilized for numerous purposes. In reality, they were not really used for periods in the beginning. They were actually used for distributing medicines, healing methods, and were made out of various things like rock salt, elephant maneuver, cloths wrapped around sticks. And actually, Benjamin Franklin was the one who actually first created the pad by using cotton wraps for soldier wounds, plugging bullet wounds. Sadly, tampons weren't actually really welcomed when it was first released because both culture and social norms prevented women from actually embracing something as a natural thing. According to Carla Rose from her book, Becoming a Woman, said that religions people were really frowned upon this because it is said that it made girls prone to erotic feelings, and it was really inappropriate for women to be touching their bodies because it would be considered sexual. But even so, this gained popularity in World War II because a lot of the women controlled the workplace and needed a better menstrual care. Back then, talking about this topic was taboo and frowned upon, so I'm actually glad to be able to talk about this openly with you guys. So I'm going to give you a few details about the products and about the periods. So tampons must be changed every 4 to 8 hours depending on the flow, hence why the brands actually contribute regular, super, and super plus. Cramps, backache, thigh pain, and headaches can actually occur. It happens once a month, less than 7 days depending on the person, and periods aren't actually that gross as people make it out to be. And is there any questions you guys have about the topic?
No, very informative. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And you guys can wave back to the camera again. All right, thank you.
No.